Have you ever wondered how successful people seem to know their purpose from a young age? It's because they develop a visionary mindset, a way of thinking that helps them see opportunities, not obstacles. This mindset starts with dreaming big, learning from experiences, and taking intentional action. Let's dive into how great minds like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, and Steve Jobs built their visionary mindset and turned their dreams into reality. Dream big. The first step. Every great accomplishment begins with a big dream. Successful people allow themselves to think beyond limits, even when the world tells them it's impossible. Take Elon Musk, for example. As a child, he dreamed of exploring space and building electric cars. People laughed at his ideas, but Musk didn't let doubt stop him. Instead, he focused on his vision. Today, companies like Tesla and SpaceX are proof that bold dreams can become reality. Actionable step. Write down your biggest dreams, no matter how impossible they seem. Dreaming big is the first step to achieving something extraordinary. Inspiring stories of visionary thinkers. Oprah Winfrey's early life was filled with poverty and hardships, but she refused to let her circumstances define her future. As a young girl, she dreamed of making a difference and inspiring others. Through relentless focus and belief in her vision, she became one of the most influential people in the world. Oprah's advice? Create the highest, grandest vision for your life because you become what you believe. Steve Jobs. Following his passion. Steve Jobs didn't have everything figured out in the beginning, but he always followed his curiosity. His vision of creating user-friendly technology led to the founding of Apple, a company that changed the world. Jobs believed that even when the path isn't clear, having a vision helps you connect the dots over time. Actionable step. Learn from these stories. No matter where you start, your vision can pull you toward a brighter future. Why vision is the driving force behind success. A vision isn't just a dream. It's a guide that gives your life direction and purpose. It helps you. 1. Stay motivated. When things get tough, your vision reminds you why you started. 2. Make better decisions. It clarifies your priorities and choices. 3. Attract opportunities. When you focus on your vision, opportunities aligned with it start appearing. Without a clear vision, life feels like driving without a map. Successful people don't leave their future to chance. They create it. How to build a visionary mindset. Here are simple steps to start building your visionary mindset. 1. Discover your passion. Ask yourself, what excites me? What would I do if there were no limits? Your vision should reflect what truly matters to you. 2. Create a vision board. Use pictures, quotes, and symbols that represent your dreams. Keep it where you can see it daily. 3. Write your vision. Describe your ideal life in 5 to 10 years. Be specific. What are you doing? Where are you living? And how do you feel? 4. Set smaller goals. Break your big vision into manageable steps. For instance, if your dream is to start a business, your first step could be saving money or learning new skills. 5. Surround yourself with positive influences. Always remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Spend time with those who inspire and uplift you. 6. Take consistent action. A vision without action is just a dream. Work on it every day, even in small ways. The role of belief and action. Belief is the fuel that powers your vision. Without it, you'll hesitate. With it, you'll overcome any challenge. Successful people not only believe in their vision, they act on it consistently. Think of Michael Jordan. He wasn't just a basketball legend because of his talent. His hard work and belief in his ability made him great. Jordan said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen." Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start small and stay consistent. Your actions will bring your vision to life. A visionary mindset is about dreaming big, learning from inspiring stories, and taking consistent action. It's the compass that guides you through challenges and opportunities. As I said, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. So take charge, create your vision, believe in it, and act on it. Dream big, take action, Watch your vision transform your life. Habits of successful people who prioritize learning in their youth. Success is built on a foundation of continuous learning, and successful people recognize this early in life. They turn to books, mentors, and experiences as their primary teachers, creating habits that shape their future. Let's explore how they embrace these tools and how you can adopt a similar learning mindset to transform your life. Lifelong relationship with books. Books are the cornerstone of personal growth. For example, Elon Musk reads 2 books a day during his youth, and Bill Gates reads 50 books annually. Books provide knowledge, new perspectives, and problem-solving skills. Whether it's biographies or niche specific reads, they expand your understanding of the world. Now let's talk about how to start. Step 1. Dedicate 20-30 minutes daily to reading. Start with books like Atomic Habits or The Alchemist. Step 2. Highlight key lessons and apply one idea from each book to your life. Step 3. Join book clubs or discussions to deepen your insights. Learning from mentors. Mentors provide guidance, wisdom, and support. Oprah Winfrey credits Maya Angelou as her guiding light, while Steve Jobs turned to Intel's Andy Grove for advice. Successful people seek mentors who challenge and inspire them. How to start. 1. Identify potential mentors in your field or community. 2. Reach out with thoughtful questions or seek opportunities to learn from them. 3. Build the relationship by being respectful and showing gratitude for their time and advice. Learning through experiences. Success isn't achieved in classrooms alone. Real world experiences are equally important. Richard Branson advocates for learning by doing, emphasizing how every failure teaches a valuable lesson. Successful people actively seek internships, projects, or challenges that push them out of their comfort zones. How to start. 1. Volunteer for projects or causes that align with your interests. 2. Embrace challenges and reflect on lessons from both successes and failures. 3. Explore new skills like public speaking, coding, or writing to expand your expertise. How to develop a learning mindset. Step 1. Foster curiosity. Curiosity is the driving force behind lifelong learning. Successful people constantly ask why and how, seeking answers that challenge their thinking. Write down topics you're curious about and explore them one by one. Step 2. Set clear learning goals. Intentionality is key. Rather than vague ambitions like "I want to get better," set specific goals, such as "I will finish 2 books this month," or "I'll learn basic Spanish in 3 months. Step 3. Build learning into your routine. Consistency transforms learning into a habit. Successful people carve out time daily for growth. Morning. Read for 10 to 15 minutes or journal your ideas. Afternoon. Listen to an inspiring podcast or audiobook. Evening. Reflect on what you learned during the day. Step 4. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Your environment influences your growth. Join communities or surround yourself with people who inspire you to learn and grow. If your circle doesn't support this, seek new ones. Online groups, mastermind communities, or seminars. Step 5. Embrace failure as a teacher. Failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone. Successful people view every mistake as a lesson to improve. Reflect on setbacks, identify the key takeaway, and move forward with more clarity and determination. Step 6. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledging progress keeps you motivated. Whether it's finishing a book, learning a new skill, or overcoming a challenge, reward yourself. Small celebrations reinforce positive habits and sustain your learning journey. Why learning in youth matters. Youth is the most formative phase of life. The habits you cultivate now will shape your future success. By prioritizing learning, you invest in personal growth, adaptability, and lifelong confidence. The foundation of success. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. But let's dive deeper into this truth and discover why discipline and consistent habits are not just buzzwords. They're the cornerstones of every success story ever told. Imagine a farmer waking up before the sun rises. He tills the land, plants seeds, waters the soil, and waits patiently. He doesn't reap the harvest the next day or even the next week. But season after season, through discipline and consistent effort, his fields bloom with abundance. Success is no different. It doesn't come from sporadic bursts of energy or inspiration. It's the result of deliberate, daily actions repeated over time. Let me share an anecdote. There's a story of a young man who once approached a wise mentor, much like someone seeking wise advice. The young man asked, "How do I become successful?" The mentor handed him an axe and said, "Go outside and chop down the tree." The young man worked furiously for hours but made little progress. Frustrated, he returned to the mentor, who simply smiled and said, "Discipline is the key. Swing the axe 5 times every day, no matter what. Do it consistently, and the tree will eventually fall." The lesson? Success isn't about overexerting yourself in one day. It's about small, consistent actions. Why discipline is the secret ingredient. Discipline is what bridges the gap between goals and accomplishments. Think of discipline as the guiding force that keeps you on track when distractions come knocking. It's easy to dream big. It's even easier to start something with enthusiasm. But without discipline, enthusiasm fizzles out. Discipline keeps you showing up, day after day, whether you feel like it or not. Time management plays a crucial role here. Every successful person understands the value of time. Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett. They don't have more hours in their day than you or me. What sets them apart is how they choose to spend those hours. They prioritize their time around what matters most, eliminating what doesn't serve their goals. The power of routine. Let's talk about habits. A solid routine is like the autopilot of success. It minimizes decision fatigue and maximizes efficiency. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He wore the same black turtleneck and jeans every day, not because he lacked style, but because he understood the importance of conserving his decision-making energy for more critical tasks. A disciplined routine doesn't just simplify your life, it creates a structure where success can flourish. Think about the compounding effect of habits. If you commit to reading 10 pages of a book every day, in a year, you'll have read 3,650 pages. That's about. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Have you ever hesitated, standing on the edge of opportunity, wondering if taking the leap was worth the risk? That hesitation, that moment, is where the great divide lies, between those who dream and those who achieve. You see, life itself is a risk. Getting out of bed is a risk. Driving to work is a risk. But there's one kind of risk that defines your future. Calculated risk. The kind of risk that builds empires, turns ideas into innovation, and transforms lives. Why calculated risks matter. The difference between success and mediocrity lies not in talent or luck, but in the courage to take calculated risks. Successful people know this. They understand that playing it too safe is the riskiest move of all. Why? Because safety breeds comfort. And comfort, my friends, is the enemy of growth. Think about it. Elon Musk didn't invest everything he had in SpaceX to stay comfortable. Oprah Winfrey didn't launch her own network because it was easy. They bet on themselves, not recklessly, but with purpose. They measured the risks, weighed the costs, and acted with intention. Taking calculated risks isn't about jumping blindly into the unknown. It's about preparing yourself for the leap. It's about looking at the cliff and asking what's the best way to land. Now, let's talk about failure. Most people fear it, avoid it, and see it as the end of the road. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every successful person you admire has a story of failure. Thomas Edison said it best. "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Failure is feedback. It's life's way of showing you what doesn't work so you can find what does. Take Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Steve Jobs, fired from his own company. J.K. Rowling, rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. They didn't let failure stop them. Instead, they used it to fuel their fire, to refine their approach, and to grow stronger. You must learn to reframe failure in your mind. Don't see it as a loss. See it as a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jim, embracing uncertainty is easier said than done. And you're right. But let me tell you something. Nothing worth having ever came from certainty. The truth is, uncertainty is where the magic happens. It's where you learn, adapt, and discover what you're truly capable of. Imagine a sailor who never left the shore for fear of storms. Would they ever discover new lands? Would they ever master the art of navigation? Here's the thing, you can't grow if you stay where it's safe. You must be willing to venture into the unknown. But you don't have to go in unprepared. Let me give you a few strategies to help you take calculated risks and embrace uncertainty. Strategy 1. Start with the end in mind. Before taking any risk, ask yourself, what's the best outcome? What's the worst? And can I live with the worst case scenario? If the answer is yes, take the leap. Strategy 2. Break it down. Don't let big risks overwhelm you. Break them into smaller, manageable steps. Test the waters before diving in. Strategy 3. Learn continuously. Each time you fail, take a moment to reflect. What went wrong? What could you do differently? Failure without reflection is wasted. But failure with reflection, that's how you grow. Strategy 3. Surround yourself with the right people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Surround yourself with risk takers, dreamers, and doers. Their mindset will inspire you to push your boundaries. Strategy 4. Build a safety net. Calculated risks aren't about gambling everything. Save for a rainy day. Have a plan B. Knowing you have a fallback will give you the confidence to take bold steps. Strategy 5. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. Perfection is an illusion. Progress is real. Celebrate every small step forward. It's leading you somewhere great. The reward of risk. Here's the truth. The greatest rewards in life lie just beyond your comfort zone. The job you want, the business you dream of starting, the life you want to live. It all requires stepping out of what's familiar. Calculated risk-taking isn't just a strategy. It's a mindset. It's the belief that the possibility of success is greater than the fear of failure. And when you embrace this mindset, when you see failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback, you become unstoppable. The power of meaningful relationships. Think about this. How many people in your life have truly opened doors for you? If you look closely, you'll realize that success is never a solo journey. It's built on the foundation of relationships, connections that inspire you, support you, and challenge you to grow. Take Howard Schultz, for example. Before Starbucks became a global brand, it was just a small coffee shop in Seattle. Howard wasn't the owner. He was a salesman working for a coffee equipment company. But instead of just selling his product and moving on, he built relationships with the people at Starbucks. He shared his vision, made connections, and nurtured those bonds. Those relationships opened a door that changed his life forever, allowing him to eventually buy the company and transform it into the Starbucks we know today. This is the power of meaningful relationships. They don't just add value to your life, they multiply it. Now let's explore how you can build a strong network and nurture it into something that lasts a lifetime. 1. Start by giving. One of the most valuable lessons in life is this. Giving is the key to receiving. Relationships are not transactions. If you approach someone with the mindset of what can I take from this person, you've already lost. Instead, focus on how you can add value to their life. Look at Zig Ziglar. He built his career on the principle that you can have everything you want in life if you help other people get what they want. Whether it's offering advice, connecting someone to a resource, or just being a good listener, giving starts the process of trust and connection. The first step to building strong relationships is simple. Be useful. Be valuable. Be present. 2. Be intentional about your circle. You've probably heard this before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's true. Your environment shapes you before you ever have the chance to shape it. Take a moment to evaluate your circle. Are the people in your life inspiring you to aim higher, to dream bigger? Or are they holding you back, filling your days with negativity? The most successful people actively seek out relationships with those who inspire and challenge them. If you don't have such people in your life, go find them. Join communities, attend seminars, network online. Whatever it takes. Remember, proximity is power. Surround yourself with people who embody the qualities you aspire to have. 3. Consistency is key. Building a relationship is easy. Maintaining it is where the magic happens. Think of relationships like a garden. You can't plant the seeds and walk away. You have to water them, care for them, and give them time to grow. A quick text, a coffee meetup, or a note of gratitude can go a long way. The key is to stay consistent. Small, genuine acts repeated over time create unshakable bonds. Think of Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. These 2 titans of industry have busy lives, yet they consistently make time for each other. They've built a relationship rooted in trust, respect, and mutual growth. If they can prioritize relationships, so can you. 4. Build connections through stories. People don't remember facts, they remember stories. Stories connect us on a human level, transforming strangers into allies. When you meet someone, don't just talk about what you do. Share your story. Listen to theirs. The more personal and authentic your interactions are, the deeper the connection you'll form. Oprah Winfrey built her empire by connecting with people through stories. Her ability to make others feel seen and heard is what set her apart. So next time you network, don't just exchange business cards. Exchange stories. Why this matters. Relationships aren't just about friendship. They're about opportunity, growth, and fulfillment. The right connections can lead to partnerships, collaborations, and life-changing insights. But here's the catch. It takes effort. Relationships thrive when you treat them as long-term investments. You don't just show up when you need something, you show up because you care. The art of resilience. Life is unpredictable. At some point, everyone faces challenges that test their strength. But here's the truth. Success doesn't come from avoiding adversity. It comes from how you face it. Look at some of the most successful people in history, and you'll find one common trait. They all developed resilience. Resilience isn't just about surviving tough times. It's about thriving despite them. Take J.K. Rowling, for example. Before she became one of the most successful authors of all time, Rowling hit rock bottom. She was a single mother, living on welfare, and her manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by 12 publishers. But instead of giving up, she stayed focused, kept improving her work, and pushed forward. The result? A global phenomenon that changed her life and inspired millions. Resilience is what separates those who give up from those who succeed. So how do successful people cultivate it? Let's break it down. 1. They embrace adversity as a teacher. Adversity is uncomfortable, but it's also one of life's greatest teachers. Resilient people don't see challenges as roadblocks. They see them as stepping stones. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? Think about Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison, enduring conditions that would break most people. But instead of letting the experience destroy him, Mandela used it to strengthen his resolve. He learned patience, forgiveness, and diplomacy. Qualities that helped him become one of the greatest leaders in history. The lesson? Don't fear adversity. Use it. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. 2. They stay focused under pressure. In tough times, focus is everything. Successful people know how to control their emotions and stay calm, even when the world feels like it's falling apart. Let's take Serena Williams as an example. On the tennis court, she's faced immense pressure. From injuries, personal losses, and intense competition. Yet her ability to focus on the next shot, the next game, has made her one of the greatest athletes of all time. How does she do it? By controlling what she can and letting go of what she can't. Instead of dwelling on the stakes or setbacks, she shifts her focus to solutions. For you, the takeaway is this: when pressure builds, pause. Breathe. Focus on the next step, not the entire journey. 3. They build mental toughness through habits. Mental toughness isn't a trait, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be developed through consistent practice. Consider Michael Jordan. He's known for his talent, but what set him apart was his relentless discipline. After being cut from his high school basketball team, Jordan could have quit. Instead, he used the setback as fuel, dedicating hours every day to improving his skills. That work ethic turned him into a legend. What can you do to build your mental toughness? Start small. Develop habits that challenge you. Whether it's a daily workout, practicing mindfulness, or stepping out of your comfort zone, each small win builds resilience. So how can you develop resilience in your own life? Here are 3 actionable steps. Step 1. Reframe setbacks as opportunities. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, what can I control? What can I learn? Shifting your mindset from victim to problem solver empowers you to take action. Step 2. Practice self-compassion. Resilience doesn't mean being perfect. It means giving yourself grace during tough times. Treat yourself like you treat a friend. Encourage, don't criticize. Step 3. Surround yourself with supportive people. Resilience isn't a solo effort. Lean on friends, family, or mentors who lift you up. A strong support system is often the foundation of a resilient mindset. Why resilience matters. Success isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about how you respond to it. Resilient people understand this. They face challenges head-on, learn from failures, and keep moving forward. Imagine Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That mindset is resilience in action, and it's available to all of us. Every journey to success begins with one essential step: understanding yourself. Self-awareness and emotional intelligence are 2 powerful tools that successful people use to navigate life, make better decisions, and build meaningful relationships. Why are they so important? Because life isn't just about external circumstances. It's about how you respond to them. And the better you understand yourself, the better equipped you are to handle challenges, manage emotions, and connect with others. Let's take Oprah Winfrey as an example. Her success didn't come just from talent or ambition. It came from a deep understanding of who she is and how to connect emotionally with others. Oprah's ability to recognize her own emotions and empathize with the struggles of others made her one of the most influential figures of our time. So what exactly are self-awareness and emotional intelligence, and how can they transform your life? Let's break it down. 1. Self-awareness. The foundation of growth. Self-awareness is the ability to understand your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's about recognizing your strengths and weaknesses, your triggers, and your values. Successful people use self-awareness to align their actions with their goals and make decisions that reflect their true selves. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. Early in his career, Bezos had a high-paying job in finance. But through self-reflection, he realized his passion was in technology and innovation. That clarity led him to leave his stable career and start Amazon. A decision that changed the world. How can you cultivate self-awareness? Here's an exercise. Start a daily reflection journal. Write down your thoughts and feelings at the end of each day. What made you happy? What frustrated you? Over time, patterns will emerge, helping you understand yourself better. 2. Emotional intelligence. The key to connection. While self-awareness is about understanding yourself, emotional intelligence (EQ) is about managing your emotions and understanding others. It includes skills like empathy, self-regulation, and effective communication, all of which are essential for building strong relationships. One of the best examples of emotional intelligence is Barack Obama. His ability to stay calm under pressure, empathize with others, and communicate with clarity and compassion earned him respect and admiration worldwide. Whether addressing a nation or comforting a grieving individual, Obama's emotional intelligence allowed him to connect on a human level. How can you develop emotional intelligence? Try this. Practice active listening. When someone talks, focus entirely on them. Don't interrupt or think about your response while they're speaking. Instead, listen to understand their feelings and perspective. This simple habit builds empathy and strengthens relationships. 3. How self-awareness and EQ lead to better decisions. Successful people know that emotions influence decisions. By understanding their feelings and managing them, they avoid impulsive choices and focus on long-term goals. Let's take Serena Williams. On the tennis court, she faces immense pressure. Through self-awareness, she understands her triggers, what frustrates her, and how she reacts. Her emotional intelligence allows her to stay composed, adjust her strategy, and perform at the highest level. For you, this could mean pausing before making a big decision. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Am I reacting emotionally, or am I thinking clearly? By practicing this awareness, you'll make decisions that align with your goals and values. 4. Exercises to strengthen these skills. Building self-awareness and emotional intelligence takes practice. Here are 2 powerful exercises to get started. Spend 10 minutes a day focusing on your breath. Notice your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Over time, this practice will help you become more aware of your inner world and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When you feel a strong emotion, pause and name it. For example, say, I feel frustrated, or I feel anxious. Research shows that labeling emotions reduces their intensity and helps you regain control. Why these skills matter? Self-awareness and emotional intelligence are more than just buzzwords. They're life skills. They help you navigate challenges, build strong relationships, and stay true to yourself. Imagine a ship without a compass. That's what life feels like without self-awareness. Now imagine a storm at sea. The ship that survives is the one whose captain knows how to steer. Emotional intelligence is your ability to steer through life's storms. Picture this. It's 1975, and a young man is sitting in a modest apartment in California. He's broke, he's struggling, but he has a dream. He writes himself a check for $10 million, post-dated for 10 years into the future, with a note, for acting services rendered. That man was Jim Carrey. Fast forward to 1995, and Jim Carrey is one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood, earning exactly $10 million for his role in Dumb and Dumber. What changed? It wasn't just luck or talent. It was his ability to set a clear, actionable goal and work relentlessly toward it. This is the formula successful people use: clarity, consistency, and execution. Let's explore how you can use the same principles to turn your dreams into reality. 1. Clarity. The power of setting specific goals. Every success story starts with a crystal clear vision. Successful people don't just say, I want to be rich or I want to be successful. They define exactly what they want and set goals that guide their journey. Here's where the SMART goals framework comes in. Specific. What exactly do you want to achieve? Measurable. How will you track your progress? Achievable. Is your goal realistic within your current resources? Relevant. Does this goal align with your bigger dreams? Time-bound. When will you achieve it? Take Elon Musk, for instance. He didn't just say, "I want to revolutionize transportation." He broke it down into clear goals. Build electric cars, develop self-driving technology, and create a sustainable energy infrastructure. Each step was specific, measurable, and time-bound, making the seemingly impossible achievable. Ask yourself, what is one specific goal you want to achieve this year? Write it down. Make it smart. 2. Consistent action. Where the magic happens. Dreams without action are just fantasies. What separates the dreamers from the achievers is the ability to take consistent, focused action every single day. Here's a story to inspire you. In 1980, a man named John Grisham was working as a lawyer, but his dream was to become a writer. His schedule was packed, and he didn't have hours to spare, but he made a promise to himself. Write 1 page a day. Just one. By the end of 2 years, those single pages became his first novel, A Time to Kill. Today, Grisham is one of the best-selling authors in history. The lesson? Small, consistent actions lead to massive results over time. You don't have to do it all at once. Just start. Try this. Break your goal into daily or weekly tasks. Focus on progress, not perfection. Remember, it's not about how fast you go. It's about not stopping. 3. Execution. Plans are nothing without action. Here's the hard truth. Plans are meaningless without execution. The most detailed roadmap won't get you anywhere if you don't take the first step. Consider Thomas Edison. He famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." When Edison set out to invent the light bulb, he didn't succeed on his first try, or even his 100th. In fact, he failed over 1,000 times. But instead of giving up, Edison treated each failure as a step forward, refining his approach until he achieved success. Edison's story is a reminder that execution matters more than perfect plans. Successful people understand this. They take action even when the conditions aren't perfect, even when they don't feel ready. If you're waiting for the right time to start, let me tell you, the right time is now. Here's how you can apply these principles in your life. At first, write your goals down. There's power in putting your goals on paper. Studies show that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Step 2. Use the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This habit builds momentum and reduces procrastination. Lastly, review and adjust. Successful people regularly review their goals and adjust their strategies. Set aside time each week to reflect on your progress and refine your approach. Setting clear goals and taking consistent action isn't just about achieving success. It's about becoming the kind of person who creates their own future. Imagine Steve Jobs, who once said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." Jobs didn't just dream about changing the world, he took action every day to make it happen. And so can you. Success starts with self-care, prioritizing health for a balanced life. Imagine a race car driver trying to win a championship with a poorly maintained engine. It's impossible, right? The same applies to life. Your body and mind are your engines. And successful people know this. They don't wait for success to take care of themselves. They start early by prioritizing physical and mental health. As the old saying goes, health is wealth. Successful people understand that a healthy body fuels a sharp mind. Regular exercise is their non-negotiable habit. Take Richard Branson, for example. He swears by morning workouts, whether it's cycling or swimming, because it boosts his energy and keeps him productive all day. Science backs this up. Just 30 minutes of exercise releases endorphins, improves focus, and reduces stress. Start small. Try 10 minutes of walking, stretching, or even dancing daily. Consistency is more important than intensity at first. You are what you eat is more than just a cliche. What you consume fuels your productivity and mood. Successful people treat food as fuel, not just pleasure. Steve Jobs, for instance, was known for his simple eating habits, focusing on fresh fruits and vegetables. While you don't need to adopt extreme diets, eating more whole foods and drinking water can make a big difference. Start your day with a high-protein breakfast or swap processed snacks for fruits or nuts. Success can be overwhelming, but those who excel find ways to stay grounded. Meditation, journaling, or even 5 minutes of deep breathing can work wonders for mental clarity. Consider Oprah Winfrey. She credits meditation for helping her stay balanced and focused in the face of immense pressure. A calm mind is like fertile soil. Your best ideas and decisions grow from it. Spend 5 minutes each morning focusing on your breath. Apps like Calm or Headspace make it easy to begin. A simple plan to manage energy. Plan number 1. Morning movement. Do light exercise for 10 minutes to jumpstart your day. Number 2. Mindful breaks. Take 5-minute pauses every 2 hours to breathe or stretch. Number 3. Eat smart. Include protein, veggies, and water in every meal. Number 4. Wind down. Avoid screens before bed and reflect on one positive moment from the day. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first and success will follow. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your energy and life transform. The ripple effect. How gratitude and generosity lead to success. Have you ever noticed how the most successful people often seem to attract even more success? It's not just their talent or hard work, it's their mindset. Successful people cultivate a mindset of gratitude and generosity. Starting early in life, they understand that when you give, you receive far more in return. Let me tell you a story. In his early 20s, Oprah Winfrey was a struggling news anchor, barely making ends meet. But instead of focusing solely on herself, she made it a point to give back. Whether it was helping a friend or supporting a local charity, Oprah's generosity sparked a chain of events that led to her eventual rise to fame and success. Why? Because giving creates a ripple effect. It opens doors, builds relationships, and strengthens your sense of purpose. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is like the foundation of a solid house. It supports everything else. When you're grateful, you focus on the good things in life rather than what's missing. This mindset shifts your energy, making you more attractive to opportunities. Think about Tony Robbins, one of the world's most successful motivational speakers. He grew up in a tough environment with little money and a broken family. But instead of feeling sorry for himself, Tony practiced gratitude every day, writing down what he was thankful for. Over time, this simple habit helped him stay motivated, find solutions to his problems, and attract the success he has today. Start your day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. It can be as simple as your health, your family, or the opportunity to learn something new. This small habit can completely change your perspective. Generosity. The secret to building strong connections. Generosity isn't just about money. It's about giving your time, energy, and attention. Successful people know that the more they give, the more they gain. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, grew up in a family that emphasized the importance of helping others. As a young man, he volunteered and gave away a portion of his early earnings. His willingness to share his success with others, whether it's his employees, causes he believes in, or even his followers, has been key to his long-term success. In fact, studies show that when you give, you feel better, and that positive energy attracts more good things into your life. When you help others, you're not only improving their lives, you're building trust, respect, and loyalty, which can lead to unexpected opportunities. Actionable tip. Look for small ways to be generous every day. Offer to help a colleague, give a compliment, or donate to a cause you care about. Even little acts of kindness can create powerful connections and long-term success. The ripple effect of gratitude and generosity. You might wonder, how does this all connect to success? Well, here's the truth. When you practice gratitude and generosity, you send out positive energy into the world. This energy comes back to you in the form of new opportunities, stronger relationships, and unexpected doors opening. Take Bill Gates, for example. Throughout his life, he's been incredibly generous, donating billions of dollars to charity through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. But what many don't realize is that his generosity has not only helped millions of people around the world, it's also built an incredible legacy, boosting his reputation and creating a lasting impact. By giving, he continues to build success long after his initial achievements. How to cultivate gratitude and generosity. Number 1, practice gratitude daily. Start each day by listing things you're thankful for. This shifts your focus to the positive, setting the tone for the rest of your day. Number 2, be generous with your time. Offer your help to others, even in small ways. This builds meaningful relationships and positions you as someone others can rely on. Number 3, give without expecting anything in return. True generosity doesn't seek rewards. When you give with no strings attached. You'll be amazed at how much it enriches your life. Number 4, reflect on the ripple effect. Think about how your actions can impact others. Even the smallest act of kindness can create a chain reaction that brings unexpected rewards. The power of long-term vision, delayed gratification, and persistence. In life, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of quick wins. The instant gratification of a job well done, or the joy of a reward earned today. But if we focus only on the immediate, we miss the bigger picture, the greater rewards waiting for us down the road. Remember one thing, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. What I meant is that the real secret to success lies in the ability to think beyond the present moment and focus on the long-term payoff. Let's talk about the trap of immediate results. Imagine you're standing in front of a candy machine. It's easy to reach for that instant pleasure, the quick fix that gives you a burst of joy. But how many of us have done this and regretted it later? Instant gratification is seductive. It promises a reward right away. But it's also fleeting. What matters more is what we do today that will pay off tomorrow, next year, or even decades down the line. Successful people know this. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest investors in the world, didn't get there by making fast decisions for quick profits. No, Warren Buffett's strategy is simple. The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. He thinks long-term. He invests for the future, not for the next 6 months or a year, but for decades. That mindset, delayed gratification, is what makes successful people stand out from the rest. The power of delayed gratification. The idea of delayed gratification means making decisions today that may not bring instant rewards but will lead to bigger rewards down the road. It's about having the patience to stay the course, even when the benefits aren't immediately visible. Do you remember what I said before? You don't get paid for the hour. You get paid for the value you bring to the hour. Success isn't about the quick results you get today. It's about the value you bring over time. The same goes for every part of life. Whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your health. The most successful people in the world understand that the biggest rewards come from enduring effort, consistent actions, and unwavering belief in the future. Take Elon Musk as an example. When he started Tesla and SpaceX, he didn't make decisions based on the market's current demands or fast profits. Instead, he invested years into projects that would take a long time to bear fruit. Many people doubted him, even mocked him. But Elon was playing the long game. And today, Tesla is a leader in electric vehicles, and SpaceX has revolutionized space travel. His persistence and commitment to long-term goals have made him one of the wealthiest people in the world. Now talk about persistence. The key to success. One of the most important aspects of long-term success is persistence. Persistence is the key to success. You know, I often say, and I know I am right, you can't expect results overnight, but if you persist. If you stay committed to your goals day in and day out, eventually those efforts compound. Success isn't about how fast you move, it's about how consistently you move in the right direction. Think about Thomas Edison. How many times did he fail before he succeeded in inventing the light bulb? Thousands. But he never stopped. He was patient, focused, and persistent. Edison didn't look for shortcuts. He understood that it took time to get things right. In the same way, you have to be willing to persist and push through the challenges, knowing that the results will come. But they'll come in their own time. The ability to delay gratification comes with enormous benefits. First, it gives you a sense of control over your life. When you choose long-term goals over immediate pleasures, you are taking charge of your destiny. You decide what's best for you, not what feels good in the moment. Second, it helps you build resilience. Patience and persistence make you stronger. Every challenge you overcome on the path to your goals strengthens your character and prepares you for even bigger challenges ahead. Lastly, delayed gratification keeps you focused on growth. When you stop worrying about immediate results, you can focus on your journey. Success becomes a natural outcome of your daily efforts. Now, you may ask me how to develop patience and stay committed. If you want to develop the same mindset that drives successful people, here are a few tips. Tip number 1, set long-term goals. Instead of focusing on the next paycheck or promotion, think about where you want to be in 5 or 10 years. Break those goals down into smaller, actionable steps and stay committed to them over time. Tip number 2, practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is a muscle that needs to be exercised. Start small. Resist the urge to procrastinate, commit to small daily tasks, and celebrate the long-term results. Tip number 3, embrace setbacks as lessons. Understand that setbacks are part of the journey. Always remember, don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Learn from challenges and use them as stepping stones. Tip number 4, focus on the process, not just the results. Shift your focus from outcomes to actions. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and stay consistent in your efforts. The results will follow. Tip number 5, visualize the future. Take time to imagine the success you'll experience down the road. Visualization is a powerful tool for staying motivated, especially when the rewards are not immediate. Finally, I can say, the major key to your better future is you. It all starts with your mindset. When you focus on long-term rewards, practice patience, and stay persistent, success isn't just a possibility. It's inevitable. Remember, delayed gratification and persistence are the true building blocks of success. Don't be tempted by the quick fix. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep your eyes on the prize. The future belongs to those who play the long game.